Hello everybody and welcome. In this video, we'll take a look at various ways of being productive using Microsoft Word. The goal is to address common situations people encounter and to show you quick and easy ways to handle them. There is no set learning pattern, so feel free to skip around using the timestamps below. All right, let's get into it. Starting off with something fundamental, like selecting text. Granted, most of you know the standard click and drag to select text, yet there are some ways to be more efficient. For example, to select just a word, hover over it and do a double click. To select the entire paragraph, hover inside the paragraph and do a triple click. To select just the sentence, hover over the sentence you want to select, hold your control key down first, then click your mouse. By chance you're a keyboard fan, if you hold down your shift key, then press your arrow to the right, you will select space by space. The twist on that is to hold down your control and shift keys, then press your arrow to the right, and you'll select word by word. This last one is a bit obscure. If you hold down your Alt key, then do a click and drag, Word will select your text in a block type manner, which is good for when you need to do detailed selections. Let's move on. Next, let's say you inherit a document with a ridiculous amount of formatting in it, so much that it hurts your eyes. Well, instead of removing the formatting bit by bit, a better way is to do a Control-A to select the entire document, then press Control Space, which will remove all the formatting in your document. Next, let's talk about inserting lines. Some people will go up here and click on Insert Line, and then try to draw a straight line in your document, only to find out the hard way it's not as direct as you may think, since the line will follow your mouse. So let's fix that. Starting from a fresh line, type 3 equal signs. Word will give you a straight line. Now the cool thing is from here there are other combinations you can use to get different types of lines. For example, you can type in 3 asterisks, then press enter. You can type in 3 hashtags, press enter. You can also do 3 underscores, and even do 3 tildes, just to name a few. The key thing here is to know that when you use this method, in reality you're creating a paragraph border. So if you ever struggle to remove it, click above the line, then go up here and click on the paragraph icon and choose No Border. Let's say you have a document with a whole bunch of formatting in it and you're curious as to what a specific type of formatting is. If you press Shift F1, you'll open the Reveal Formatting pane. And the way it works is you click on the text that you're curious about, then over here on the right, you'll see the details pertaining to that particular font. Although this has been around for a while, a lot of people don't know you can open a PDF directly in Word. The way it works is you want to do a standard file open and then choose the PDF. When Word recognizes the PDF, you'll get a prompt letting you know that Word is going to try to convert it. Emphasis on the word try. It'll do its best, yet sometimes it may not be that great, although it is worth a shot. Let's move on. Let's say you're out here online and decide to copy some text from a web page. Now most people will copy the text, then paste it into Word, go back, copy some different text, paste it again, repeating this process a whole bunch of times. But there is a faster way. In this case, we can leverage the clipboard. Here's how it works. We'll start off by doing a whole bunch of consecutive copies. So let's say we select this and copy it, then we'll select this and copy it, select this and copy it, and repeat this however many times we need. Now we'll jump back into Word. From there, we'll press Windows V. And you'll get this pop-up window which contains all the text that you've copied. From here, you can paste things in any order you want by hovering over it and then clicking. Just be aware that after you paste, you'll need to press Windows V again to reopen it. Sometimes you'll have a chunk of text that will spill over to the next page when you really want everything to be on one page. Word has a feature that might help. It's called Shrink to One Page. The easiest way to get to it is to go up here into the search bar and start to type the word shrink. You will eventually see this icon that reads Shrink to One Page. From here, you have a couple options. If this is a one-time resize, you can click directly on the icon. However, if you're going to be doing this a lot, you can right-click on the icon and choose Add to Quick Access Toolbar, which will put the icon right up here. And now you can use Shrink to One Page anytime you like. Let's keep going. Quick Parts can be used to bypass having to type the same text over and over. For example, let's say you find yourself typing this paragraph over and over and over again. The way Quick Parts work is to first select your text that you want to reuse, then click Insert, Quick Parts, Save selection to Quick Parts Gallery. From there, you can give your quick part a name. Next, to use the quick part, you have a couple choices. You can type the name you gave it and then press F3 and the whole text will be added. Or you can choose Insert Quick Parts, hover over the one you want to use, and then click it to insert it. This one has been around for a long time in Word, but it bears mentioning. Sometimes people will want to get to a specific location within a new document, and what they'll do is they'll press their Enter key a bunch of times and then press Tab to get over to a certain spot. A faster way is to use your mouse. The way it works is to simply hover your mouse where you want to go, do a double click, and you're all set. It's common that you may want to change the case of certain words, and using this icon is fine. Yet another way is to press Shift F3, and every time you press Shift F3, you will cycle through the various types of options you have. A lot of people know to press the Enter key in Word, yet what they don't often realize is that when you press your Enter key, technically you get a new paragraph, and frankly there's nothing wrong with that. Yet there are times when you don't want a new paragraph, rather you want a new line within that paragraph. The way you do that is to force a line break. If you want to force a new line, just press Shift Enter, Word will jump to the next line, type what you want, and you're all set. And that'll do it. We'll see you in the next lesson.